Hi. Well, you caught me right in the middle of my morning exercises. Okay, so I cheated. I'm supposed to do them on the floor, but it's too hard on the floor. Of course, this is my own humble opinion, but I always think that a few set-ups and push-ups in the morning kind of help to pilfer the padded parts, if you know what I mean. I'll go put my shoes on and be right with you. Okay? Okay.
The American Broadcasting Company presents OK, starring Kay Westfall with Jim Dimitri, David LeWinter, and a few friends. This is where Kay lives, a small studio apartment on Chicago's near North Side. Nothing pretentious, but very cozy. Just the spot to visit with Kay and her friends. Oh, and by the way, if you're in the mood, you might want to try a couple of Kay's exercises.
Well, after that violent exercise I just had, I'm ready for my orange juice, toast, and coffee. Care to join me? I got sweet rolls in case you don't like toast. Come on, let's go see how the coffee's getting along. Smells good, doesn't it? I know that you like coffee. Say, I was so afraid that you'd forget to come back this week. As far as I know, we're going to be together every week from now on. Incidentally, I'm going fishing this afternoon. The very first time this season. Do you like to fish? I think it's the greatest exercise you can get, besides being a lot of fun. Let's see, cream and sugar. Let's go have our coffee in the other room, huh? Oh, this is heavy. Say, how do you like your coffee? Black or with cream and sugar? Oh, excuse me, somebody at the door. You just help yourself to coffee and take a sweet roll, too, huh?
Hi!
My distinguished friends, Nancy Kirshner, Belle and Marty Pines. Hello.
How are you?
Say, listen. Start thinking of a couple of fast excuses why you haven't been here before. You're first.
Well, the little Kirshner is 13 and a half months old.
He's not so little anymore.
No, it takes up most of my time.
Mhm.
And Claude and I have a television show twice a week, and that takes up our
I
time.
heard about that, and I'm real proud of you, too. And,
Kay, I'm real sorry I haven't been down before, but I've been real busy with my garden.
that's right. You look real tan, like you've been out gardening.
I have, and I love it. Of course, I have the two men to take care of
I
besides.
have heard about the two men, so I guess I'm real lucky to have you here at all, huh?
Yeah.
Well, the reason I'm here is the boys, Claude and Phil and Jim and Dave, are supposed to play golf this morning.
And that's why I brought Barty down for Super Circus rehearsal, and we thought we'd stop by and say hello and then meet the boys here.
Oh, are they coming up here?
Yeah.
Well, swell. I'm real glad you came, because really, this is the first time you've been here.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, it's cute.
Something.
Just,
darling.
It's just kind of thrown together. My mom gave me the piano, and, well, the furniture was on sale, and it's comfortable for me. Oh, gosh.
What time is it? Maybe it's the boys.
I think maybe it is the boys, but you know, this is Saturday morning, and believe me, anything can happen around here on Saturday mornings. You'll see what I mean. David, what are you doing here? I thought you were supposed to be playing golf. Go play golf.
Well, with all the conventions we have in town, Kay, had a pretty rough night last night.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not my day to be an athlete.
David, don't let anybody hear me, but I don't think you even look like an athlete. Come in and sit down before you fall down.
I sure could use some coffee, honey.
I just made some fresh stuff, and there are a couple of people here that you know.
Oh, really?
Ladies and gentlemen, look who just crawled out of his basement domain to greet the new day, David LeWinter.
Well,
Hey,
Ruthie
come on.
Kirshner and Belle
Dave?
Patton,
How
I'm
are
so
you?
glad to see you.
Thank you.
If I'd known you were coming, I would have slept on Kay's doorstep.
You're welcome anytime. You know Barty, don't you?
Barty, you mean Scampy, that wonderful clown on Super Circus?
Right.
You mean presenting Claude Kirshner, the ringmaster, and that fabulous producer, Phil Patton?
Right.
And that wonderful girl band leader, Mary Hartline?
Oh, David,
You know-
that's good. Never heard of it, huh?
Never heard of him. Oh, sure. Scampy's my pal. He's gonna get me in the Boy Scouts, aren't you, boy?
Sure enough. It'll be a wonderful experience for you, David.
David,
Yeah, honey.
weren't you supposed to be playing golf with Claude and Jim and Phil this morning?
Please, nothing so violent. If I had gone along, they'd have had to have an extra caddy just to carry me around.
Let's go get David some coffee, huh? Hey, how about
That's a
you,
very
gals?
good
Coffee?
idea.
Love some.
Cream,
How
sugar,
about you?
cream,
You can take
black.
one down to
Okay. Listen, you help me, huh? Sure. How would you like a sweet roll, old dear? Please. Two
Is
of
that for
them?
me?
Yeah, David, you take that one.
Thank you.
Okay. You're loaded, huh?
Uh-huh.
How would you like a glass of milk?
Okay.
Okay. David, would you get him a glass of milk, please?
Say, I'd be glad to, but do you mind if I get a little Mogan David while I get back there? I'm a little thirsty this morning, you know.
I'm
Where's it, in the
sorry,
refrigerator,
David,
Kay?
the strongest thing I have is orange juice, and you'll find
Orange
it
juice?
right in the front.
Oh.
Poor David. A little cream, huh? Please. Okay. Poor David. He works so very, very hard. And you know, I guess it just takes him hours to relax when he gets home from work and trying to sleep.
I know just what you mean, Kay. I remember all those years I've traveled, well, that's all right, with Phil on the road with the band.
Hey, that's right. Before Phil got into radio and television, he was with Orrin Tucker's orchestra.
For years.
I bet that was an experience.
It sure was, and your coffee pot reminds me of how we used to cook potatoes in our coffee pot.
Cook potatoes in the
Yeah.
coffee pot. I've heard of Frankfurt's in a teapot, but that's as far as I've ever gone.
Then we carried a tin suitcase with a complete kitchen.
Well, here you are, Scampy, old boy.
Thank you, David.
Don't ever change for milk.
Bill
honey.
was just telling us some of her experiences when she and Phil traveled with Orrin Tucker's orchestra.
Oh, yes. Say, you know, Phil will always be Mr. Patton, your husband, and the producer of Super Circus. But he'll always be old two-beat Patton to me, you know.
Oh, I just had a horrible thought. If David has to play the piano to relax when he gets home, then Phil...
The drums.
Oh, no.
I thought you
And the
knew
bass
that.
drum's his favorite. Oh, honestly, isn't that awful?
You don't know how glad we were when Pop got into television.
Oh,
And he likes to sing, too.
sing? Yes. I don't remember his singing.
Yes.
For heaven's sake, I think that's real wonderful.
Well, pardon me, but speaking of singing and records and bands and things, did you know that Claude used to be the top remote band announcer in Chicago about 10, 11 years ago?
He's the one that used to, Dick Jurgens'
Dick
orchestra?
Jurgens, yeah.
Here's that band again. But is he on the records, too?
Yes, he originated the phrase, and Dick
Yeah.
Jurgens uses them in all his openings.
I think that's real great.
Yeah, and I bet you get a kick out of this. You know, I used to live in Milwaukee.
Yes, I know.
And every single night I used to listen to the Aragon Trianon
Oh,
radio
everybody
dancing
did.
part, and on
Everybody did.
Sundays. And my teenage girlfriends used to be there, and we used to just drool over that dreamy voice. And I met him and married him.
I think that's very romantic.
Say, Ruthie, by the way, how is the old ringmaster?
Well, he's tall and lanky and scrawny and cracking that whip
He
all the
hasn't
time.
changed at all.
No.
I
How
can
is
see
he coming
that.
along as chief construction engineer on that house that you're building? Are you
Oh,
real
he's
about
as bad
that?
as Phil, as far as that's concerned. The kitchen and the living room and the dining room are rings, or rather, I should say, rings 1, 2, and 3. And the utility room is the sideshow.
Great.
Bedroom's personnel tent.
Oh, no.
Well, I still think you're more fortunate than I am, Ruthie, because you only have one Claude to put up with, and I have 2 of them.
You gals really have your troubles, all right.
Gee whiz, Mom, it's not my fault. When I was little, I didn't know any better, and Dad told me that I had to go out when Dad told me I had to go out and support him.
Barty, you're telling the family secret.
Speaking of supporting, it just dawned on me. Do you know that Claude Kirshner is making little Kimmy, 13 and a half months old, blow a whistle? That thing!
Just like him, just like him.
Listen, I know that you have trouble with the small fry. Of course, my trouble is the larger variety. You have no idea how much trouble I have to get Jim and David to do things right.
Now, Kay, don't say that. You know I'd do anything you ask me to do.
Listen, David, you remember last week when I wanted you to play the piano and you wouldn't even listen to me. You remember.
You want me to play the piano? I'll do it.
Not now, David. We're talking now. You missed your cue.
Well, I just want to show you that I'm willing to cooperate.
David, not now.
I think
Later
this
on.
would be a very good time to play.
Please, believe
Hey, Barty,
me,
you
it's
want me
not
to
the
play
time.
something, don't you?
Sure.
See? My public.
You talk about hams. I got one here, and I'm not even married to him. Do you know how this whole thing started? I went downstairs one day to use the washing machine, and there he was, inside, smoking. And since then, I have never drawn a normal...
Sarah, Miss Bernhardt, I'm ready to begin.
Please don't.
Artie, what would you like to hear me play?
How about Elks Parade?
Elks Parade? Yeah, that's a Jim Dandy boy. Okay, I'll play Elks Parade, but don't be surprised if it comes out smoke gets in your eyes. Those women.
But I'd still like to hear Elks Parade.
Oh, come now, man.
David, you should try hand-to-mouth boogie.
Yeah, well, on the next,
Oh, somebody out with the boy. I hope so.
Hi, Kay. How are you? Huh? Good to see you.
You look silly.
Hi, honey. Hi, Dave.
Hello. What have you been doing?
I was the caddy.
The caddy.
And where were you, David?
I had a hard night last night, so...
Mellon, is the only reason you went with to see David?
Yeah.
That he didn't show up.
No.
Forgive
exactly
me.
what he said.
Well, if you want to look like an athlete, dress like an athlete.
Is there anything wrong? We were the talk of the country club this morning.
Oh, Jimmy, you too.
These are Dave's pump room shorts. Are you kidding?
Listen, don't you ever say anything about women's clothes ever again. David is the only sensible man in this room, I might add.
What do you say?
Hey, how are you, Dave?
I'm sorry I couldn't make it over after all. Yeah, those things aren't, Bill. Sometimes you get up early. You've been a musician.
Oh, world's the daytime TV show going.
Oh, you mean Housewives Holiday?
Yeah, is it going
Oh,
well?
it's going just fine.
Wait
really.
a minute, wait a minute.
What?
His show.
Yeah.
That's my show.
Oh, my show. But wait a minute. Right now, friends, it's time for you and Scampy and I to go to Super Circus rehearsal. We only got a few minutes.
Did I ever tell you that I think you have the prettiest legs in this business?
Well, not. I was tied for first place with Bonnie Baker.
Wouldn't do so good in my band, but
Oh, wait a minute, you guys. Now, look, we gotta go. You'll see the animals perform, the daring acrobats. What else do you say? Several thousand things. And Kay Westfall in tights, Shot out of a cannon. This you gotta see. Come on, we gotta go.
Let's go. Come on, gang.
Yeah. You make me nervous, so be quiet. It's today. Come on. Come on.
Wait a minute. We're not going with them the way they look.
Oh, we can't.
I'll tell you what, fellas. Wait for us in the car. We'll be along in a few minutes.
All
I don't like to
right,
say
then.
this, Ruthie
Jealous,
Fisher, but
that's
you're
all.
jealous. I am.
Let's play again.
I'm real glad that you came out here, too.
Thanks, we had a wonderful time.
Bye, Claude.
I gotta go too, Kay.
Are you going, Melon?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Goodbye, Kay. It was
Goodbye,
real
Kay.
nice.
Wonderful.
Now, not so long next
No,
time, huh?
no, we'll come back real
You
soon.
know where it is now.
Bye.
Oh, thanks for coming up. Bye. Ooh, what an awful lot of people in a
Yeah.
very little apartment.
Yeah, what happened?
Listen, didn't you just die when Phil and Claude came in those shorts? And you, Jim.
Hey, look, I better change mine. I got some trousers in the bag. May I
You
change?
look real silly, and stop blushing.
I'm not blushing.
How do you feel, David? You better now?
Well, a little better.
What's the matter with you now?
I'm a little peeved at you.
Steve, what'd I do?
You're always saying, I don't cooperate.
Oh, David, I was only teasing in front of those ladies over there. And you don't always cooperate. You remember last week when you wouldn't play?
Yeah, all I do is play the piano about 20 hours a day.
You're working too hard, David. I have a wonderful idea. Why don't you quit the pump room and run away with me, and I, with my connections, will get you a grand little job in a gypsy tea room where they close at 6 o'clock.
Very, very funny.
Oh, I'm
Listen, don't you
trying.
think you should ask me to, when you ask me to come up, don't just keep saying you don't come
I
up.
didn't ask you to
cooperate,
come up
know.
here. You came and you stood right there and you said you wanted some coffee, so I gave you some coffee,
Yeah,
didn't I?
and it was pretty bad today, too.
Well, I did just what Irwin Burke told me to do.
Who?
Irwin Burke.
Well, what did he say?
He told me to boil the old ground, so I did.
Yeah, that's just how it tasted, like the old grounds of the Cubs ballpark.
Oh, David, I'm sorry I made you feel bad. Better?
Yeah.
Now better?
Yeah. Well, you kiss like my dog, Geronimo.
You do.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I know what I wanted you to do.
What?
Teach me how to harmonize.
What, on the piano?
No, Jimmy likes girls who sing on key, and I can't sing on key, so I thought maybe if you teach me how to harmonize, he wouldn't know whether I was on key or not.
Well, he wouldn't know the difference anyway.
Oh, come on, now tell me what to do.
Well, the girls always sing higher, and the
Higher.
boys always sing the lower
Melon
part.
always sings lower.
Melon. That's a girl?
Tell me what to do, David. Don't be funny.
Well, Kay, wait a minute. Here's an easy tune right here. See if you know this one. Look.
Gene Kelly and Judy Garland.
That's right. It's a very simple melody. Now, all you do is sing a third up.
A third up.
Yes.
What does that mean?
That means, well, look, I'll sing. It's easier to show you if I sing it up.
Oh, never make that, David.
Oh, it's very easy.
All right.
And once you stay up there, I mean, keep in that upper register, huh?
All right.
Try it, Kay, just for
You
fun.
help me. You sing with me. For me and my gal.
Keep going. The birds are singing, that's right.
For me and my gal.
That's right, real quick.
Everybody's been going to a wedding they're going. And for weeks they've been sewing every Tuesday and South. Is that right?
Congregating
For me and my gal.
the parson's waiting
For me and my gal.
And someday we're going to build a little home for 2, 3, or 4 or more in love land for me and my gal.
Did you hear me harmonize
You were
on the...
simply great.
David, did you hear what he said to me? I was great. You old star maker, you.
Yeah, well, next week, counterpoint.
I almost forgot. We're going fishing today, boy.
Fishing? I don't remember anything about a fishing trip, do you?
Well, of course. She mentioned it a couple of weeks ago. I brought my cat.
Look, I'm too tired. I wouldn't go fishing for $1 million.
Jimmy, come over here. Look what I got. I got all new tackle, and look at this magnificent rod. This is a Gep rod, and absolutely
Kay,
the greatest
put
thing
this
that you
stuff
can
away,
buy.
will you?
You know, last year I had the
Look.
old beat-up thing, and I knew I wouldn't catch
Let's
any
put
fish.
the stuff away, huh?
What do you
Let's
mean,
not
put
go
it away?
fishing some other time.
No, it's now. You promised me 2 weeks ago that we would go fishing now. I'm all
Kay, I
ready.
played 18 holes of golf today. I'm tired.
I don't care whether you played 118 holes of golf. Today we're
Oh.
going fishing because you promised me 2 weeks ago, and I'm all ready.
No, let's not go. No kidding. I wouldn't play golf. I mean, I wouldn't go fishing today. I'm tired. Like I told David, I wouldn't go fishing today for $1 million.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. Let's do it some other time, huh?
Okay. I guess it's just a little bit too early in the season to go fishing anyway.
Sure it is.
Probably not even biting.
Now you're being sensible about it, Kay. Right, Dave?
Well, promise is a promise, you know.
Hey, look, whose side are you on? Do you jump every time a girl tells you to do something?
Look, Jim, if you're going to wear a chip on your shoulder, get a job at the lumber yard where it won't show.
And now I'm a heel.
Yeah, in a word, yes.
Say, Kay, why don't we go for a ride or something? Maybe take in a show or...
No, Jimmy, I got a lot of stuff to do around the house. I'll be busy.
Oh, nuts. Women. What are you going to do about them? You don't jump through the hoop, you hurt their tender feelings.
Well, you know, you've got a lot to learn, boy.
I suppose you know all the answers, huh?
Well, I've been around longer than you have. I know one thing, you can't treat a girl like that and expect to get away with it.
Dave, what difference does it make? You go fishing, you throw a little string into a pond, and you get a little dumb fish, and 9 times out of 10, you throw the little thing back in again.
So it's a little thing. Nothing spectacular. Listen, sometimes little things mean more to a woman than all the riches and jewels in the whole world. You know that?
I ask you, what kind of logic is that?
Well, I'm telling you. Quiet walk in the park. A little outing at a nearby lake instead of a long journey. A single flower. A smile, a kind word or two. You know, Jim, a little thoughtfulness here and there can add up to a lot of happiness to a woman, you know.
You know, you sound like Nick Canny.
All right, be a smart guy. Maybe someday you'll learn your lesson the hard way.
I still think you're wrong, Dave.
Look, Jim, see all this music here? It's yours. You
Yeah,
bought it.
That's right.
You like the songs? They're all good
Sure
tunes?
they are. Splendid.
Look, how about this one?
Oh, that's a wonderful tune. It's one of my favorites, Dave.
Yeah. But it doesn't mean anything to you.
You mean anything? It's a good tune, that's all.
Sing it for me, Jim.
Why?
Well, sing it. I don't think you even understand the words of the songs that you sing.
Are you kidding?
All right, try it. See what...
All right. She may be weary. Women do get weary wearing the same shabby dress. And when she's weary, la da 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 dee da da.
Hey, Jim. You know, I could put more expression into that myself. I thought you were the boy with a sensitive feel for music. Huh. Listen, try it again. And look, Jim, either put some feeling into it this time or don't bother to ask me to ever do anything for you again.
Oh, Dave, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you mad. I'll sing it.
That's all right. Just sing the tune.
Okay.
And look, do it from the verse. There happens to be some pretty nice words up on top, you know?
Okay, Dave, sure. In the hustle of today, we're all inclined to miss little things that mean so much. A word, a smile, a kiss. When a woman loves a man, he's a hero in her eyes. And a hero he can always be if he'll just realize she may be weary. Women do get weary wearing the same shabby dress. So when she's weary, try a little tenderness. She may be waiting, just anticipating things she may never possess. So while without them. Try a little tenderness. It's not just sentimental. She has her grief and her care, and just a word that's soft and gentle makes it easier to bear. You won't regret it, 'cause women don't forget it. Love is their whole happiness, and it's all so easy. Just be kind and gentle. Girls are sentimental. Try a little tenderness. Hi. Hey, it's a real nice day out today, Kay.
Is it? I haven't been out to.
Hey, look, let's go fishing, huh?
No, I want to go fishing now.
Now, look, Kay. Let's go fishing, please.
Jimmy, look, I don't want to do anything that you don't want to do, and I know you don't really want to go fishing.
Yes, I do. I want to go fishing with you. Can I go with you? Huh?
I've been already for a long time.
Okay. Hey, Dave, I'm going to take the stuff down in the car. Let's go, huh?
David, don't just stand there. Let's go fishing.
Well, let's go, honey. Guess we're all going fishing.
Oh, excuse me, David. I got something to get.
Okay.
Lunch. I knew they'd take me fishing. Of course, you know men. Sometimes you just have to handle them the right way. Say, I'm real sorry about us leaving you today. You know, it's always you that has to leave first. But please promise to come back next week at the same time. Now, don't forget, just 1 week from today. Oh, golly, I gotta go. You just make yourself comfortable. There's fresh coffee in the kitchen. And listen, if I catch any fish, I'll split them with you. Okay? Okay.
Okay, starring Kay Westfall. With Jim Dimitri, David LeWinter, and a few friends, comes to you every Saturday at this time from Chicago.
The preceding program, originally telecast by ABC in Chicago, has come to you by special video recording. This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.